Special thanks to Artlist for sponsoring today's video. In this video, I'm going to show you 5 ways to edit faster inside Premiere Pro. Let's dive in. Alright, so I have a Premiere Pro project pulled up here, and the first way that you can really speed up your editing inside Premiere Pro is by using proxies. I honestly think proxies are underrated. It can really help speed up your workflow, especially if you have very large files and you're looking at a way to scrub your timeline a lot quicker. Let me show you how proxies work. So what proxies are essentially are low resolution versions of your videos that Premiere Pro uses temporarily to help smoothly play back your footage. And to set up proxies, what you can do is go into your videos inside your project panel, select the videos that you'd like to create proxies of, right click on them, go to proxy, create proxies. Then in this dialog box, I like choosing quarter for the frame size, that way it makes it a lot smaller. And for the preset, I like using the ProRes QuickTime proxy. You can also choose to add a watermark if you wish. And typically for the location, I like to have it next to the original media inside a folder named proxy. But when you click OK, this will open up Adobe Media Encoder, and you'll see that they'll start rendering out. Alright, so once they're complete back inside Premiere Pro, to enable proxies, you have to click on this button here inside the program monitor called Toggle Proxies. When this is on, the proxies will be enabled, and you can smoothly play back your footage a lot faster. Now, another way that I like to speed up my video editing is by using the transcription feature and to automatically remove gaps and silences inside my project. To do that, you can switch your workspace from editing to captions and graphics, and inside the text panel, you can go to the transcription tab and have Premiere Pro transcribe your sequence. What you can do is click on this filters button at the top left and go to pauses. This will select all the pauses, and you can click the delete button and then click delete all. And this will delete all the pauses inside your video, which can be very helpful and speed up your editing process. The next way to get faster inside Premiere Pro is to use adjustment layers, and for this I like to use Artlist. For example, I'll use Artlist to add a color grade to all my clips. Artlist not only has stock music, footage, and sound effects, but they also have a bunch of templates, LUTs, and different tools for your project, including some really cool AI tools that I'll be showing you in a little bit. But if we navigate to the LUTs category, we can search for some high-quality cinematic LUTs for our podcast episode. From the top, we can click on the drop-down under Style and choose Cinematic. We can scroll down and hover over the thumbnails to preview. You also have this before and after slider to kind of see what it'll do to the footage. Once you find one that you like, you can click on the download button. This will download it to your computer. Now back inside Premiere Pro, once you have your LUT downloaded, to create a new adjustment layer, you can go to the new item button inside the project panel and go to adjustment layer. Click OK, and then click and drag this over all your clips in your timeline. You can click and drag on the edge to expand the adjustment layer and zoom out and make it longer by clicking and dragging the edge so it goes over all your clips. Once you have that, you can switch your workspace from editing to color, and with the adjustment layer selected, you can then go to the Creative tab, and next to Look, you can click on this drop down. Click on Browse, and navigate to the LUT that you downloaded from Artlist. You can click Open. You can see that it's applied to our footage. We can expand this. We have a lot of different controls too. We can change the intensity of it. So if we want to dial back the look, we can always dial down the intensity. We can introduce faded film. We can choose to sharpen. But you can see with just a matter of a few clicks, here's a before and after. We've added a cinematic look to all of our clips on our timeline. In addition to LUTs, Artlist has a bunch of plugins that you can use as well directly inside Premiere Pro. For example, maybe for my podcast intro, one thing I want to do is kind of spice up this animation a little bit, maybe adding like a glow or a gleam effect. What we can do is go over to the effects panel. I'm going to twirl down under video effects. I'm going to scroll down and go to Artlist, lights and flares, twirl down and go to gleam. I'm going to click and drag this to my clip. And you can see it adds a really cool effect. We have a lot of controls inside effects controls to change the intensity, ray length, and we can keyframe this over time. So let's say if this is where we want the peak to be, we can make a keyframe, maybe go back a few frames, turn it down to 0, go forward a few frames, then make another keyframe, turn it back down to 0, and this is what we have. You can see that just adds a nice polished look to that motion graphic. Now, another way that you can speed up your editing inside Premiere Pro is to search for music while also previewing what you have in your timeline. And with Artlist's built-in extension, you can do that directly inside Premiere Pro. So for example here, maybe I want to add a background music track to my introduction of the podcast. what I can do is navigate to the Artlist extension by going to my Window Extensions, Artlist Library. And when this pops up, you have the different tabs that you can browse directly inside this panel here. For now, we're going to be in the Music tab. And the music I'm looking for is going to be Euphoric. So I'm going to type in that. We also have filters here. So if you click on the Filters button, I want to make sure that there's no vocals. So I'm going to choose Instrumental. And with those selected, we can then preview the songs directly inside Premiere Pro while also watching our footage back in our timeline. This helps save some steps because otherwise you'd have to go on the website, try to listen and find a song that you like, download it, add it to Premiere Pro, where you can do it all directly inside the software here. So if we click play, I'm your host, John the Video Guy. In today's episode, I sit down with Wade Clark. Wade is the co-owner of Cleveland Video Company, and when you click play, just make sure that timeline sync is enabled here, and you should be able to play back what's in your timeline while you browse the different tracks. Works full-time at Boxcast as part of their marketing team. Now, in our conversation, we dive deep on what it takes to start and run a successful video business. We talk all about. I like this one. So once you find one that you like, you can easily click the download button, and this will download it directly inside Premiere Pro. You can see it downloaded it, and we can click and drag it to our timeline, and we've now added in our background music. One common task we do as video editors is find B-roll clips for our project, and using AI can really help speed up that workflow. Let me show you how you can use the tools inside Artlist to do that. So let's say if I wanted to add some custom B-roll clips for my podcast intro. Maybe I want some clips of myself editing, but I don't have the time or resources to do that. What I can easily do is navigate to Artlist and go over to the AI Image and Video tab. If we go to the Image to Image tab on the left side here, we can choose to upload an image. You can see that I've already uploaded a few images of myself to create some generations. But when you click on this button here, I can navigate to a headshot of myself, and I can use this as a reference photo for what Artlist generates. So when I click open, I can upload this image, and then I can add in a description of what I'd like it to create. So for example here, I'm going to type in, have me video editing a project in front of a computer desk. Now at the bottom left, you have different AI models that you can choose to generate your image. Right now, I'm going to use Nano Banana. You also have different aspect ratios. For now, I'm going to choose landscape, and then we can click generate. And there you go. It took the background, and it put me in front of a computer desk editing a project. So this is an image, but let's say if you wanted to animate it, you can always go up to the top right, click animate. You can even have Artlist suggest a prompt for you. And then at the bottom left, you have the different models here. So you can explore the different models and choose one that you'd like. I'm going to choose VO 3.1 here. You also have the duration, so you can change it to be 4 seconds. 6 or 8 seconds long. You can also choose the resolution, whether you want it 720 or 1080. I'm going to choose 1080, and you can also have it add audio. For now, I'm going to turn that off, and let's click animate and see what happens. All right, so it just finished. Let's check it out. So that's pretty cool. If you like the way it came out, you can download it from the top right to download it to your computer. If you want to check out Artlist, you can use my link down in the video description. If you do decide to go with them, you can get 2 extra months for free. Thank you, Artlist, for sponsoring today's video. Now, if you're new to Premiere Pro, there's several tutorials on my channel. I will leave one that you might like linked right up there. Feel free to go check that one out. But that does it for this video. We'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.